Welcome back. This is Hobbytech with Jordan and Dave. We're here to talk about the new Blade QX350. It's the latest offering from Blade. It's obviously a quadcopter, has many features on it. You can also mount a GoPro camera to it. This is just sticking on here for people to look at. It operates in 3 different modes. There's a safe mode, a stability mode and agility mode. In safe mode, it sets a 5 metre perimeter around the pilot, so it cannot enter the perimeter and come in and hit you. It also has stick relativity, so no matter what direction the helicopter is facing, if you push the stick to the left, it will go left. It doesn't matter where it is, even if it's like this, you push the stick left, it'll go left or go right, away from you, towards you. It also has return to home. There's a switch you flick on the radio and it will come back to from where it was ever armed on the ground and land by itself. In stability mode, it disables stick relativity, so left will be left, right will be right, but is far more agile, but still maintains auto land. In agility mode, that's the most dangerous mode to fly this in. This is quite capable of instantly rolling over or flipping forward or backwards and can fly probably 80 or 90 kilometres an hour. One of the other features with it in safe mode, other than the safe circle, it has auto hover, so it's altitude hold and position hold. You just take it off when you're happy with the height and the location, just let the sticks go. Doesn't matter how hard the wind's blowing, it will remain in that position and it can't move. I have another one here which actually shows a camera mounted onto it on its rubber mount, and you can position it anywhere you like. The helicopter will need a minimum of a Spectrum DX6i radio. It only comes in, we only have it in a bind and fly, but it will only bind with a Spectrum type radio. Holds a 2200 milliamp 3S LiPo battery inside here. Has a lot of other functions on it, which you're better off reading up on the internet about. Has a little very bright LED light on the front. When it's illuminated green, it means that the GPS is activated and it's in safe mode. When that light turns to blue, it means it's in agility mode with the GPS still activated. And then when it turns red, it's actually in, it's in stability mode with blue, and red is agility mode. Red flashing slowly is return to home. Red flashing rapidly means you need to land ASAP, because otherwise the battery goes flat. Camera I bought from JK Electronics. It's full high definition. It has a full rotating screen. No matter how you turn it, the screen remains uptight. It does, as I say, full high definition movie, and it does up to 12 megapixel stills. It fits perfectly under this little heli, as you can see with the undercarriage. So the helicopter's got its battery in it, it's ready to go. So you've got to switch it on. I'll need to put it on the ground. It won't arm if it's off the ground, if it's on the back of a car or anything like that. So the helicopter's ready to go now, because I've disabled the GPS, this light flashes like this. If it was solid green, the GPS would be activated. That's now, with the light flashing blue, is in stability mode. And now it's in agility mode, and you can switch this off at any time. So if you were flying in agility mode, you got into serious trouble, you just flick the switch off, let the sticks go, and this helicopter will come back to a hover position, stationary position.
Have you turned that 5 metre radius off?
Yeah. It's disabled when you arm the helicopter with the gyroscope off, or it disables that circuit.
So this is the box that the 350 QX comes in. Included in the box, you obviously get your Blade 350, as well as your GoPro camera mounting hardware, all the screws, the rubber dampers, the cradle for the camera. Comes with a E-Flight 2200 milliamp 3-cell LiPo battery, as well as the charger. The charger is a DC version, so it has to be charged off a 12-volt power supply or off your car battery. Also included in the box, obviously, instruction manual and some basic tools in the bag. Separately, you require a Spectrum DX6 radio or higher. Reason for that is that you need to adjust dual rates on the model, as well as your exponentials and switch assignment to get it into stability, agility, or safe mode. All right, so this is the Spectrum DX6 radio. This is the one that we'll be flying in our demonstration model. A remote like this is capable of flying the 350QX. It can fly aeroplanes, helicopters, gliders. It's got a 10 model memory on it, so you can save up to 10 bind and fly models on it. This has got dual rates, exponential. It's a really capable radio, and this is our recommendation for the 350QX. Price-wise, you're looking at $239 on the DX6i. That includes a receiver, which won't be needed in the 350QX, but you can use in another model. The 350QX goes at $499, so total price for a package like this, you're looking at $740, and that will get you ready to fly. You can use other Spectrum radios, the DX7s, 8s, 9s, even the 18s, they can all be used, but they're not required for this. So it's up to you, really down to personal preference if you want to choose those.
This will also fly with the DX5i radio, which is a model below this, but you lose some of the features of the helicopter because there's not enough channels.
So what sort of pilot skill level would you recommend a product like this for?
In safe mode, anybody can fly it. Don't need any skill. It's only push the stick left, it goes left, push it right, goes right, push it forward, it goes away, bring it back, comes back to you.
Okay.
Once you come out of safe mode to stability mode, you need to be able to fly a helicopter or an aeroplane, because while left is left and right is right, if it turns this way and you push the stick to the right, it will go that way, because it doesn't have stick relativity in
the more advanced flying mode.
But in safe mode, it can't hit you. It can't come inside the 5 metre circle. You can hold full back stick. It'll come straight back at you. As soon as it gets to 5 metres, it'll level up and it will stay there.
So it can be suited for beginners or advanced pilots, depending on the mode that you choose. And what age group would you recommend this for?
Well, we do have customers that can fly those little helicopters at 5 and 6 years of age, but I think it's too young. But anyway, I reckon at least 10 or 12 and up. In safe mode.
In safe mode, yeah. And what flight time can we expect from this product?
Well, it comes with a 2200 3S LiPo battery. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's in my one. It's a 2200 milliamp 3S 30C battery, and it gives 15 minutes of flight time, of actual hover time.
Okay.
Runs a bit longer than that, but you don't count the time it's on the ground.
Do you think the weight of a camera, if you were flying it with a camera attached to it, would affect the flight time?
My one has a GoPro on it, or similar GoPro, and it still flies for 15 minutes.
And what sort of winds can you fly this in?
It'll fly in light to moderate winds, 15 knots of wind, easy. It'll sit there and hover by itself, even leaning into the wind like this to maintain its position.
And in your opinion, would it be easier to fly a quadcopter like this or a helicopter?
This.
Quadcopter
Definitely,
would be easier.
in safe mode, definitely easier than a helicopter. Well, in safe and stability mode, because unlike a helicopter, if it starts to turn one way or the other and you don't do something straight away, it will crash. This, if it starts to go lean over, just let the sticks go, and it will just level itself up. And then all you have to do is just slowly pull the throttle down and it will land, or hit your auto land function.
And does this product have a return to home mode?
Certainly has. It only doesn't work in the advanced mode of agility mode, but in safe mode and stability mode, the return to home button, which on this particular radio would be this flap switch. As soon as you push that flap switch down, this red light will start flashing rapidly, and you can't control the heli. It's fine by itself. It'll come back to where the GPS arming station was. And talking about arming, which I didn't mention before, to arm this helicopter, you have to turn this on, turn the helicopter on. This light will start flashing. When it goes solid green, you need to put your radio down, you need to walk 5 metres away from yourself, minimum of 5 metres, put it on the ground, right, and then to arm it, all you do is move the rudder stick quickly left and right, and then the blades will start spinning, and that sets the 5 metre perimeter from you, and then it's just a matter of opening the throttle, closing it to get it up and down.
And where can you fly this, and what sort of space requirements do you need?
Well, I could fly it on this counter here, but if you...
But for a novice pilot?
Park, definitely a park or a very big backyard, but still in safe mode, It's only a matter of just flicking that switch and it comes back. But certainly we fly them at parks. You're supposed to have permission from the shire that you fly within to fly on their park. We can't just say you go down there and fly. But many people fly them at parks. As long as you keep them reasonably close, they don't annoy people.
And do they make a lot of noise, or are they pretty quiet?
No, it's a hum, a very low hum. Once it's up 20, 30 metres, you can hardly hear it. And it easily carries a camera on the front here. It doesn't affect the stability this way, with or without the camera. The helicopter compensates for the weight. Green light flashing is that's telling you it's looking for a GPS signal, and then it'll stop flashing and go hard solid green. Just takes about up to 90 seconds for this to happen. There it is. So now it's ready to arm now. So what you do is you put it outside your perimeter. Now it's armed now, the propellers are spinning. It's in safe mode, as you can see. I'm not touching the radio at all. It's just hovering by itself. The camera's working. I can actually rotate this around without doing anything else. That's actually filming us. I'm not touching the radio. If I push the stick to the left, it'll go left. If I push the stick to the right, it'll just go right, even though it's facing in the other direction. If I pull the stick towards me, it'll come towards me. If I push the stick away from me, it'll go away from me. So it's in safe mode. If I hit the return the home lands button, it will come over here now. It's not moving wide. And it'll land back down here where it took off from. I'm not touching anything, it's doing it all itself. Right. Quite a fascinating little toy. It's just full self-stabilisation, you don't have to do anything. Oh, that's good. And then if you turn to stability mode, this is me flying it now, so you just turn it off if it gets into trouble. We're very limited in the room to be able to demonstrate it properly, but you get an idea of what it can do. Thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.